Hello friends, good morning. It is about 5:15 a.m. and I am just getting ready to head to the airport. Sherri Beth is awake and she's gonna take me this morning, which was so nice. I planned on just taking an Uber, but she said, absolutely not. I'm driving you to the airport. So we are gonna head off. I'm going to Florida for, I think it's about 6 days for work. I don't know what this vlog is gonna look like, but I thought I should start the vlog by giving you guys an opportunity to see Sherri one last time for a week here in the vlogs. Good morning, love.
Good morning.
How you doing?
I'm tired.
I know, I am too. Thanks for waking up so early and taking me. Ready to go to the airport? All right, let's go. And we'll say goodbye to Missy. Missy girl, I love you. I'll see you in a week. No parties, no boy cats. Bye. And we're already off to a great start because I got in the Jeep and remembered I forgot something very, very important. My wallet. Probably gonna need that this trip. Okay. Bye, Missy. And I'm not sure if you guys can tell how wet the roads are, but it's another warm morning. It is 40 degrees in Anchorage, and it looks like it's supposed to be warm here for, I don't know, the next couple of days. So, continuing to lose lots and lots of snow, and the roads continue to be very, very wet. All right, just dropped off my bag at the Alaska Airlines counter. Now heading over to TSA, and it looks pretty empty, just like I expected. While Anchorage can be a busy airport, it's mostly busy at certain times of the day, and 5:30 in the morning, apparently not one of those times. Just like that, we are through security, and as is tradition, bye Moose Butt. I have about 45 minutes until my flight boards, so my plan is to go to the Alaska Lounge, get a little bit of breakfast, maybe some coffee or juice, and then we'll head to the gate here, probably about a half an hour or so. Well, for breakfast I have Eggs Benedict and passion orange guava juice, and I'm not mad about either of those. Alright, I think the time has come to head out of the lounge, make my way over to my gate for my flight to Seattle. Alright, got my seat, got the book, and I'm gonna read this flight. Okay, I've arrived in the Seattle airport. My first stop is going to be the Filson store. I've got probably, well, our flight was really quick, so I've got about 4 hours to kill. So we're going to check out the Filson store, then head up to the lounge. I absolutely love Filson stuff. That duffel bag, that bag, the buffalo plaid, just like everything about Filson, I love. The only thing I don't really love are their prices. Granted, they are the kind of things that basically last forever, so you do buy it once and have it for the rest of your life, but it's still expensive. All right, heading upstairs to the Alaska Lounge. Just grabbed lunch in the lounge. You can see they have some salad, they have some mac and cheese, got some carrots and veggies. This is going to be my view for the next few hours. I actually have to upload our podcast for Saturday. Sherri and I recorded it before we left, or before I left. But I have to get it all edited and uploaded. So that is the way I'm going to try to kill the next few hours. It always feels nice to be able to click this button and check something off the list. All of my work is done, and I still have an hour or so. I've sat in the stuffy work area over there for a while. Now, I'm just gonna relax here on this couch, enjoy the fire. Okay, so I just left the Alaska Lounge. I have 45 minutes or so before my flight leaves. Man, just got some really bummer hard news while I was in there. So I spent the last probably hour just, honestly, just kind of like thinking and processing and just sort of sitting there. It was a situation that, I don't know, we may talk about later, but that we were hoping wouldn't happen this way. And it's just like, it's just crappy. There's no better way around it than that. Kind of a bummer on the day, a real bummer on the day. But I have about 45 minutes, and so I thought rather than just kind of like sitting there and keep just like thinking and processing, I'm gonna get up, go walk around the airport a little bit, just stretch my legs before the long flight to Orlando. So let's go walk around. So we're gonna head in and check out a new store. It's right next to the Filson store, and it just recently opened. I've not been in here yet. Looks like a lot of Funko pop culture stuff. I'm very excited about this. All right, they have a couple here that Sherri would love, Rapunzel and Pascal, but look at this, you guys. They have the Belle and the Beast pop. Very cool. They also have Belle, the Beast there. Actually, Sherri would probably like this one because it has Belle with her book. We've got Seattle Seahawks stuff. We've got Seattle Kraken and Mariners stuff down there. Oh my gosh, a whole wall of socks. What? This store is the best. Also, maybe the best oven mitt ever. Get ready to undo your pants. Oh, and they have some different Loungefly bags. Oh gosh. Sherri would love that one. I haven't seen a lot of these either. And it wouldn't be a Seattle pop culture store without things like guitars and of course Jimi Hendrix shirts. All right, guys, I'm actually gonna put you away and I will pick you up when I get to Orlando. I got some trail mix. I got a water for the flight. I'm gonna put some AirPods in, listen to some podcasts, and fly all across the country from Seattle to Orlando. I'll pick you guys up sometime later. Well, hello friends. It is a few days later. I think it's 2 days later, 3 days later, 2 or 3 days later, something like that. And I ended up today with a little bit of unexpected free time that I did not know I was gonna have. And so I'm just kind of out exploring. Got a couple things on my list I wanna do today. But the first thing I wanna do is, there's a coffee shop right over here called Foxtail Coffee that I came to once before a couple years ago with Auburn, and I really, really loved it. And I've always wanted to come back. So let's get our day started with some coffee. It has been a little bit cold here the first few days I've been in the Orlando area. However, it is much nicer today. I'm wearing shorts. See, not lying. And yeah, I'm kind of enjoying the warmer weather. The coffee shop I'm going to is actually right here on the corner, Foxtail. It's in this building, which I love how it looks, very colorful, very fun. And I did bring my backpack, so I have all my work stuff with me. I might get some coffee, might work for a while here. I don't know. Then the next place I'm gonna go, I wanna go to a sculpture garden that I read is, I think, over there. It's like the Lake Nona Sculpture Garden, and it's interesting because it is a bunch of large-scale sculpture pieces, obviously, from one of the largest private art collections in the entire world. And I think that sounds kind of nice to be outside walking around on a day like today. Going to check it out. But before sculptures, we need coffee. Although this says, but first mimosas, I could be talking to that. You can see they have a bunch of different coffees here to take home also. Tell me this hat does not look like something I would wear. I love it. Also, these are their fall mugs with the plant design. I think those are fun. All right, I'm all set up here at Foxtail. You can also see they have like different pastries, muffins, croissants, breakfast sandwiches. And their drink of the year 2022 was a Teddy Graham mocha honey and cinnamon and a Care Bear vanilla honey and cinnamon. Yum. I'm working on some South by Southwest stuff. I will be there in March. I think Sherri and I get to Austin March 11th. So I'll be there for my work South by Southwest event. That's fun. I've got my cold brew, of course, and I got a bagel for breakfast. Also, just look how cool it is in here. What a great feel for a coffee shop. All right, my time at the coffee shop is over. I was there for probably an hour-ish. Great place to work. So for me, a coffee shop comes down to 3 things. If you're gonna work from it. Number 1, good coffee, very important. Number 2, a lot of outlets, because when I'm working, I need to plug laptops in, phones in, that kind of stuff. And then number 3, fast internet. I've gotta say, this place had all 3. It was a great place to spend an hour, drink some coffee. It did get pretty busy there, I will say, but super glad I went there, a lot of fun. Now, I'm walking to the sculpture garden. I think according to the map, it's this way and I can get there. So I'm gonna walk and see if I can find it. And fingers crossed, we don't get lost in Lake Nona. All right, so I'm just kind of walking along this path. I think it's the Wave Hotel is right there. And over to the left here, I'm assuming this is it, because I'm seeing a number of sculptures out here. It is supposed to be like a pretty big area. And so you can see they have this, they've got some things kind of all around, like all throughout here. There was like a giant pineapple down there. I'll try to show you when I leave. So I'm just gonna walk through and check all this out. Honestly, it's just really nice to be outside, walking around, getting some sunshine, and at least, I know it's kind of cold for Floridians right now, but for me, being from Alaska, this feels perfect in January. That's a big bunny. And I have no idea if there's like a path or a way I'm supposed to be going, and I'm assuming that this is a part of the sculpture park because it is a park and there's a lot of sculptures, hence sculpture park, right? I like this one, look at that. And just for like size reference, you can see this probably, I don't know, 5.5 feet tall or so. And there's also not a single other person out here with me today. So that park that I was just walking through is kind of right over here in this big empty field area. And then it looks like the rest of, and maybe some of the more impressive sculptures are actually here in this little, I don't know, astroturfed area outside of the Wave Hotel. And this is really nice. You can see they have a lot of just like benches to sit, very colorful and pretty in front of all of the sculptures. They have like a QR code you can scan, gives you the artist name, the title of the piece. This one is called Postmodern Man. Oh, Family Channel. And this is so nice. There's all sorts of plants. Sherri would be having a field day taking photos of all the flowers. This is a neat table. Look at that. It's like swings and a picnic table. I've never seen anything like that before. I wish I could bring lunch here and just hang out on the swings and eat in the sunshine. This is actually the piece that I wanted to see the most. It's called Charging Bull, and you may say, Adam, that looks kind of familiar. It sort of looks like the bull on Wall Street, like that famed bull in New York City. Well, it is. There's a few of these that the artist did, and one of them is on Wall Street, one of them right here in Lake Nona. Holy cow. Look at that. This reminds me of Terminator 2. How many of you guys have seen Terminator 2, where the bad guy turns into like that liquid silver stuff? Kind of what it looks like. And then over here they have little bunny seats. This place is great. It's actually exceeding my expectations. When I was in that first park over there, I thought, gosh, maybe I read the website wrong. Maybe this is like in development, because the photos on the website felt very completed, like this place does. And then I was over there in that park and I was like, maybe this is a bust. Maybe I just missed it. And so then I went back online and I looked and it said like right outside the Wave Hotel. And so I was like, I'm just gonna go over there and check it out. I'm really glad I found this because this is very beautiful, very impressive. There are several of these style pieces by this artist around the grounds. They're almost like mirror finish and they're really cool. They kind of have these blockheads, but they're in different poses, different stances. I think these are actually my favorite. Oh gosh, this one is amazing, but kind of giving me Handmaid's Tales vibes, which is a little creepy. And I think what is so creepy is just like the emptiness, the hollowness in the like hoods. This is called Cloister Conspiracy by Philip Jackson. Then I was walking over here to this one and I approached from this side and I was like, what exactly is going on here? But then it's a goose and a human. It's cute. This one is called Leda and the Swan. Oh, sorry, swan, not goose. This actually reminds me of, how many of you guys remember the Adam Sandler movie where he's like, stop looking at me, swan? And I'm noticing as I walk around that there are lights on a lot of the sculptures. I imagine at nighttime, after dark, when they light all of this up, this is really pretty as well. I decided to step inside the Wave Hotel and holy cow, this kind of my favorite. Look at like the balloon animal sculptures up there. And then, how fun is this? It's a chair, but it's a couch put up on its end. I have never seen that before. You can see just very modern, the lights, super cool. And I just saw another sculpture down here. Let's go look at it. This one is called Meteor Shower. You can see a astronaut with an umbrella. Meteor shower, very clever. And it's really pretty because in this hallway, the ceiling is lined with like mirrored tiles. And then they have these gold birds suspended all along the hallway. I also really like this, just from a design standpoint. You can see they have the stairs going up, but then this side of the stairs, they've got some like padded places to sit, they've got pillows, and they've got outlets. Very nice. I gotta say, super impressed with this hotel. Very modern, very much my vibe. This is the kind of place I would totally enjoy staying. All right, that was officially amazing. That exceeded every expectation that I possibly had for that place. And it made me feel 1,000,000% better. I don't know, I think it was the combination of being outside, fresh air, and then even just like, I don't know, creative things and creativity has always been very renewing to me. And so I think those things together have just made me feel amazing. Totally turned my day around. I feel 1,000,000% better. I decided to continue with the whole feeling better theme, and I booked something to go do here in about 30 minutes that I've never done before. Do you guys know what halotherapy is, or like a salt room? You guys know I love float tanks, right? Float tanks are my jam. It's how I relax. I thought about finding a float spa, but I know that halotherapy is kind of taking off around the country, and I've always wanted to do it. We have a salt room in Anchorage. I've never gone, and I thought, you know what? I'm feeling good. I'm feeling relaxed. Let's give a salt room a try. So I just booked an appointment at a place here. I don't know, it's just a few minutes away from me. Let me see what the heck it's even called. It is called Lightly Salted Spa, and it is here in Lake Nona, and they had an opening here in about a half an hour, and I thought, perfect. That's exactly what I want to do. Essentially, what you do is you sit in a room and there's like salt particles, I guess, in the air. And what that's supposed to do is it's supposed to help you with any lung issues. It's supposed to help skin issues. It's supposed to be very relaxing. It's supposed to help things like bronchitis, if you have any respiratory things, which I don't really, but every now and then I do just feel very stuffed up. You know what I mean? It's not like a cold. I just feel in my face, in my head. So I want to give it a try. I want to see if it can make me a believer. So going to give halotherapy a try and see what the heck it is like to sit in a room filled with salt particles. It just sounds weird, doesn't it? And then after that, I'm gonna go do something very fun. One of the things I wanna do is clean out Auburn's vehicle for her, give it a nice wash, a nice wax. Staying with Sarah, Auburn, and Emma while I'm down here, they're always so welcoming, opening their home to Sherri and I whenever we visit. It feels like we have family and we have a home in Florida, which makes it, I don't know, it just makes coming here so easy because we have a place to land with people that we love, and it's not like a sterile hotel room. It's home. And I love feeling like we have home in Florida. I don't know, it really makes the trips better. And Auburn is letting me use one of her vehicles while I am down here, which is great because then I didn't have to rent a vehicle for work. So as a thank you, I want to give Black Betty a nice washing and a nice cleaning as a thank you to Auburn. So after I go fill my lungs with salt, strange, then I think we're gonna find a car wash and we're gonna take care of Black Betty. And you can tell that I'm using Auburn's vehicle because the Chief's steering wheel cover. All right, so here's where I'm going. Lightly Salted, salt-inspired wellness spa. You can see salt therapy can help allergies, detoxification, skin problems, acne, all of that kind of stuff. They also have infrared saunas here, so I'm gonna go give it a try. All right, so here is the room I'll be in. You can see there's some salt on the ground there. They've got some chairs, a sea salt wall over there, but this is really cool because the salt, she said, will actually come out here and kind of form a cloud in the whole room. And while sitting here, you can do breath work, breathing. I'm super excited to try this. You can see they've got like some fiber optic stars in the sky, spa type music. So I'm gonna put you guys down and I'm gonna go give this a try. All right, I'm back in the Jeep. I'm done. Let me tell you about my first halotherapy experience, what I thought about it. So basically you sit in, you saw there were 4 chairs in that room. Other people could join you, so you just book 1 seat in a room, and it's like 45 minutes. The salt gets like ground up and then dispersed in the air. They have music playing. You just kind of sit there, focus on your breathing, for 45 minutes, and then they come into the room, let you know your session has ended, but you can hang out for as long as you want. A couple things that I noticed. First of all, I had a sinus like infection, probably, this was several years ago, 5 or 6 years ago, maybe longer even. And I had never had sinus issues before that. My whole life, never. One sinus infection, and they've kind of been a mess ever since. And one of the things that the lady told me before I went in there was that I might want to grab some Kleenex before I sit down, because a lot of times what the salt can do is like help with drainage, especially kind of throat, nose, sinuses, all of that stuff. So grabbed a couple Kleenexes, and I'm so glad she told me that, because within a few minutes, I was focusing on my breathing, and I really started to feel like this is so gross, I'm sorry, but it's what happened. I started to feel some drainage, and then it was just like, I started to sneeze and like leak. It was so disgusting. But then I started to like breathe, and my breathing felt so good. Now, is it placebo? I have no idea. But here's what I will say. I don't feel like healed. I don't feel like wildly better. I feel relaxed, and my sinuses feel better, and all of my like breathing feels better. So I like that. And it was just like a relaxing experience. It's something that I'm super glad that I did. Would I do this all of the time? I don't know. It wasn't as relaxing to me as a float tank. It does have like, whatever the machine is that grinds the salt is going, and you just hear that the whole time. And that was kind of distracting. So it wasn't as relaxing as like a float tank to me. The other thing I will say is that I'm super glad that I was the only person in the room, because like you're only, I don't know, 2 feet away from the next people. And if I was like sneeze, I don't know if everybody sneezes or maybe it was just me. If I was doing that and I was like near other people, I would just kind of feel bad for interrupting that. So I loved that I was the only one in there. I would definitely do it with like 4 friends if we could book the whole room, or if they do like the whole room. As far as like salt on me, I don't necessarily feel like, I can taste it for sure. But it's not like I'm covered in white dust, nothing like that. Very glad I did it. I've been wanting to do it. Super glad that I did, and I would do it again. This is something that I would add to like a kind of, I don't know, relaxation renewal routine. I would like to try the one in Anchorage and see how different it is than this one. Also, the people here at Lightly Salted were phenomenal. They were so nice. Yeah, super glad I did it. There's my Halotherapy review that you didn't ask for, but you got one anyway. All right, now I'm heading into Walmart to buy some like Armor All wipes, cleaning wipes, and then I need to find a car wash. Found the section I was looking for, and I think I have what I want. I got a glass cleaner, I've got the Armor All protectant wipes, and I think that will probably be what I need, because I'll take the car through a car wash and then I'll clean the inside with these. You guys, the lines here at Walmart on a Sunday are insane. I have never seen our Anchorage Walmart with lines like this. Is this what Florida Walmarts are always like? All right, we are good to go. Have I talked about how much of a fan I am of car washes? Is that dumb? I don't know why I'm such a fan of them. It's just like, it's so darn satisfying. Especially the old school car washes. Well, not necessarily old school, but the ones that like still have that, and then like the octopus thing that like goes back and forth. Well, I don't think it'll show much of a difference on the camera, but I just finished getting the car washed, getting the car waxed, cleaning out the whole inside, doing Armor All and glass cleaner and all that, and it looks really good. Also, I am super hot. It is, what is the temperature? 83 degrees. This would be a very warm summer day in Alaska. 83 in Anchorage in the summer, and everybody's outside, nobody's inside, everybody's in shorts because we're burning up. I'm warm. Now, I'm gonna go home, I'm going to take a shower, and I'm gonna watch some football, because tonight is the NFC AFC championship game. Who am I rooting for? The Chiefs and the Eagles. I really wanted the Cowboys to beat the 49ers last week. I always want the 49ers to lose. It's my inner Seahawks fan. It's okay. So I'm hoping for a Chiefs-Eagles Super Bowl. I think that would be amazing. So I'm gonna go home, but that's where I'm gonna end this vlog. I still have a few days here in Orlando. A lot of meetings the next couple of days, but I am gonna try to vlog. I'm gonna try to vlog some during the day because I think I do have some breaks during the day. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna end this vlog here because I wanna get uploaded on Monday as you guys are watching it, hopefully. If you're not watching on Monday, if it didn't get up on Monday, I dropped the ball and I'm very sorry. But I think I can do it. And then I'm gonna try to have another video up soon with my last couple days here in Orlando. You guys, I love you. Thanks for hanging out with me. Like I said, it's been an up and down. We'll share kind of what's going on. Maybe eventually. We're not sure yet. But just, there's some stuff happening that is not the best. That's all I'm gonna say. But we love you guys. And I talked to Sherri just a matter of minutes ago, actually, before I started cleaning the vehicle. Just kind of checked in with her. She went out with some girlfriends last night, and it sounds like they had a blast. So I love that. I love that when I leave town, our community rallies around us, and it's just the best. Friends, we love you guys so much, and we'll see you, fingers crossed, on the next LeggLife video.